So guys, 9:23 by the big clock at the U.S. Naval Observatory. And it does look like there's a motorcade setting up, but I don't know what time they're going to run. I think the Vice President was in Oakland yesterday, so a lot of time on Air Force 2, and probably sleeping in a little bit. The presidential daily brief today is at 10:30. The members of the blob being the national security apparatus of Washington, will arrive at the White House around 10:30, but I think I'm going to go to a museum today. It's kind of cold and rainy. Let's go see some culture or something, or at least go see a big blue rooster. So the other day, one of you was asking to see the UK Embassy, the British Embassy. Of course, we show it pretty much every day because we go right past the British Embassy. This is it. It's under renovation. I think some parts of it have started to reopen. I'm seeing more vehicle traffic, and I actually see lights on inside, whereas before it was just basically gutted windows. There are a few little tidbits here and there. The flag up there, that's not actually technically the UK flag, that's the flag of the British Foreign Service, or something like that. And that was me falling off the bike as I tried to stop. And then there is the London phone booth, without all the advertisements that you normally get in a London phone booth. I think the phone booth actually works, though I think it's a UK number, or a US number, not a UK number. So down here is the residence of the British ambassador and some of the other staff. Yeah, you can see the construction crews. They're pretty busy back here, back in this section. This has been ongoing for about a year now. A British Embassy employee told me this work was scheduled for next year, but they decided to accelerate it to this year because of COVID. Nobody's around, everybody's worked from home. So they moved all their calendar up a year to get the work done. Now over here, let's see if I can show you, is the statue of Winston Churchill with his victory sign. 1 foot is in the United States, and 1 foot is on British Embassy soil, as Churchill himself was an American Englishman. His mother was American. On the other side is the statue of Nelson Mandela. Now, I didn't really realize this, but Nelson Mandela is showing rock, and Winston Churchill is showing scissors. So I think Mandela wins that rock, paper, scissor game of the statues. I haven't really seen many people doing paper. This is the Embassy of the Plurinational State of Bolivia. I don't know what Plurinational State of Bolivia means. It's kind of funky. This is Brazilia's embassy. And then the Brazilian ambassador is next door. All right, let's make our way down to this downtown area and let's go find a museum to hang out today. Or, well, who knows what else we'll find. So it's about 9:30, we're downtown. If there's a motorcade coming, it's probably coming this way, down here by Farragut Park, Farragut Square. And we'll make our way down towards the White House. Maybe jump off this bike and just go on foot for a while. Sidewalks are pretty empty. Now, in normal times, we're not supposed to ride bikes on the sidewalks downtown DC. We can ride bikes on the sidewalks in uptown DC, just not down here. But right now, due to COVID, there's just not a lot of people out. There's just nobody on the streets. 9:30 a.m. So yeah, guys, this is breakfast at a little French bakery just up from the White House. And we will see if we get a motorcade. It's a pretty gray day today. Some big puffy clouds. Let's go down to the museum, I think. They just reopened the park, which is why I'm pretty much the only person here. The Vice President's motorcade just arrived over there on West Executive Avenue. That's the back door into the Oval Office area. The Vice President isn't in the Oval Office, they're just down the hall. There's a construction dust coming up over there. Smoke or dust? Dust. I thought I saw someone up on the Truman balcony, but I couldn't get the lens on fast enough. So I saw something move up on the Truman balcony, but I couldn't get the camera on fast enough to see if it was a person. It was all in black, so it was probably Secret Service, but maybe one day we'll actually catch the president out on the Truman balcony. That would be kind of interesting. Now, over here, I noticed some park police doing something out on the Washington Monument grounds. So we're going to spin over there. These are those barricades you guys asked about the other day. I think these are the ones you were asking about. They're just standard Jersey barriers. There used to be flower pots here, but for some reason they got rid of the flower pots. You can see one or two flower pots off to the side. They used to have like 6 or 8 of those blocking this road. Now they just got these big barriers, which are pretty ugly, to be honest. Let's swing up to the Washington Monument. There's a couple police cruisers out here. I'm not sure what they're doing. There's a couple tents out here too. Maybe there's a protest setting up or something like that. It's kind of chilly. It's about 70 degrees Fahrenheit, 72 or something like that. That's about what, 21 Celsius, 20 Celsius, something like that. It's very humid though, and not much of a breeze. Yeah, there are a bunch of tents out here, but I'm not sure why. Okay, we just had to clear up some space on the SD card, because we've been filming on the same card for a couple days. So that's a U.S. Park Police vehicle. They're the jurisdiction on this area. And we've set up some sort of tents up here. I'm not really sure what this is going to be for. I know there's a big protest coming up on the 18th related to the January 6th protest. That's going to result in fences coming back up to the U.S. Capitol, so we've been led to believe. Though now I'm hearing some people are like, no way we're going back to the Capitol. They're just going to arrest everyone. Who knows? So that's the FBI. There's people going in, cars coming out, kind of a normal day. Over here's the IRS, and there's a SWAT vehicle by the IRS. Think we should go investigate? So I saw a bunch of DC police cars over here. Not entirely abnormal or anything like that. But then I saw the SWAT vehicle, and I was like, hello. These are SOD cruisers, Special Operations Division. These are SOD police. And it's the Metropolitan Police SWAT vehicle parked outside of the IRS. I don't know why there's a SWAT car here. It's pretty quiet, yeah. This is the ERT, Emergency Response Team. Cool. So they've got a big truck here. Not sure why. This is the IRS building right here. And these are all the SOD cruisers. And they've got a bunch of cops at the Department of Justice. Those are the Department of Justice GSA police. So, what's that car? Oh, that's a cool car. So yeah, there's a big SWAT truck sitting outside of IRS headquarters. Let's cut over to the other side now. So part of this is paved and part of this is crushed gravel. Most of this is crushed gravel. When it rains, the crushed gravel gets, well, a tad muddy. Oh wow, they're setting up stuff down here. Lots of pallets. Let's go find out what's going on, man. Now remember we had pallets show up like a few months ago, just before Memorial Day. And then they just disappeared, never to be seen again. But now we've got lots of pallets back here. And these guys are rolling them out. I wonder what it's for. Here, I'll go take a look at them, yeah? So I believe these are the plastic flooring pallets that they sort of snap down. Yeah, they're like kind of like a Lego. They've got little holes in the edge and they can snap them together and make a solid plastic floor. And that's what they're doing over here, making a solid plastic floor. Oof. Now I know they're preparing a big memorial for all the people who died of COVID, and they're going to lay out a little flag for every single person who died from COVID. It's like 600,000 flags. And that's coming in about a week or two. But I don't think they would need this flooring for that. Maybe. But yeah, they're there, connecting the floors together. This guy's pulling pallets of these things up. He's in a little flag bag. Not sure what is going on. Wow, they're setting up the wall of porta potties too. Let's go check out. I don't know if this is for the rally on Saturday or for what comes after that. But this is the land of porta potties. Someone's anticipating a big crowd. Whoa, where'd that come from over there? So over there is the Hirshhorn Sculpture Garden, and suddenly there's a giant face on the side of the museum in the construction, I don't know what you call that, construction covering. Hang on. The potties are reserved for event attendees. Well, what event? Weekend use only. Please leave locked. We apologize. Go to this building. Porta Johns. They don't call them porta potties anymore? Man. They sure smell like porta potties. The DeLorean. Yeah, the Back to the Future DeLorean, which is out here on the mall. I tried to show you the other day, but the glare was so bad. Today it's a lot better. Yeah. So this is the Back to the Future car. So the flux capacitor is fluxing. Time circuits are set. Okay, pretty interesting. So there's this U.S. Capitol building. I don't see any fence construction trucks at the moment. Not to mean they might not show up soon. There is something going on over there. So there you can see there's a bunch of construction cranes out on the west side of the U.S. Capitol. They seem to be working on like a railing replacement, because a lot of that's been like power washed, it looks like. Try to look that up on the architect's website. So guys, we're at the National Gallery of Art. We're gonna go find the Blue Rooster. And out we go. Here we are on the roof of the National Gallery, where the Numberjacks are on their way. If you know the British TV show. Numberjacks. A bunch of poles. Kenneth Snelson. And then there he is. The big blue rooster. Katharina Fritz. Glass fiber polyester blue rooster that sits atop of the National Gallery. Now you guys have seen this from the ground. I've ridden past here many, many times. But now you get to see it from up here. So the big blue chicken is up here just by the U.S. Capitol building. You can see the U.S. Capitol is back there in the background. And the big blue chicken is right there. So there's the Canadian Embassy. The Canadian flag is at half staff. This is the U.S. Federal Courthouse, and I believe that's the Court of Appeals and the Department of Labor. So this is inside the National Gallery of Art East Wing. This is the modern art. Let me take you down to the main collection. Picasso. Matisse. Francis Bacon. This is the post-war Europe section. Abstract Expressionism. Jackson Pollock, yeah. That was my suspicion. Jackson Pollock again. Well, that's kind of cool. That gives me a headache. So this is the pop art. And no pop art would be complete without Andy Warhol. I kind of feel like chicken for some reason. So there's the gift shop for the National. This is for this modern art. Lots of cool stuff. I would encourage you to actually visit your favorite museum's gift shop online. A lot of museums have really suffered, and buying, gifts and stuff for friends from a gift shop actually helps them out at a time where they really, really need money. What is this? Okay, this is weird. This is an Andy Warhol magnet. This is a refrigerator magnet. It's an Andy Warhol fridge magnet. What do you think? Should I get that for my kid? $8. Wife will yell at me, but hey, it's kind of cool. I don't know what that is. I should buy that for her. I owe someone a wedding gift, and they love this dwarf. It is a cool tie. So this is the fun part of going from one to the other under this tunnel. This is the my God, it's full of stars tunnel. What are you doing, Dave? What are you doing, Dave? Oh my God, it's full of stars. So over here is actually a cafeteria for visitors of the National Gallery. You can get something to eat. I don't know if they got burgers. And then this is the fountain. We see this fountain when we're outside riding around, but it does come, it's visible here on the inside. These are the official tour guides. Oh, kids' books. Andy Warhol note cards. It looks like they're separated by artist. So yeah, here's the. This looks like the Monet section. No, Van Gogh. This is like Van Gogh t-shirts. What is this? Oh. There's the Impressionist. Water lily t-shirt or water lily raincoat. So these are books on how to paint. And this is the master, of course. The official Bob Ross coloring book. So it's actually a coloring book. You get to color it in yourself. So, you know, today was a good example of why I go out. I didn't expect anything. I ended up seeing a motorcade, a bunch of pallets being put on the mall, and a SWAT team at the IRS. Not to mention a giant blue chicken. Never really can predict what you're going to see when you go out for a ride in the city. Anyway, appreciate you guys watching me. If you haven't subscribed, click the button here, I think. You can even click the little bell, and that'll make it go bing, bing, bing when I go live. And I will catch you guys next time, which will probably be tomorrow. See ya. Bye-bye.